Okay, good evening everyone. I'm Vinayak Kardile. Today is the 15th July 2021. So today we are discussing about object class methods in Java. So before going to discuss about methods in object class methods in Java, we are discussing about what is the object class. Then we are going to discuss about object class method. So object class is a present in a java.lang package. Every class in Java is directly or indirectly derived from the object class. So if a class does not extend any other class, then it is a direct child class of object, and if extends other class, then it is indirectly derived. And that's why the object class methods are available to all classes in Java. So that's the main reason object class act as a root inheritance hierarchy in any Java program. So now we are going to discuss about some object class methods. So first one is the toString method. So toString provides string representation of an object and used to convert an object to string. So the default toString method for class object returns a string consisting of the name of the class of which the object is an instance. So the at sign character, like a character, special character, and the unsigned hexadecimal representation of hash code of the object. Now the second method in object class, so it is a equal, which is a object type. So the it compares the given object to this object, means the object on which the method is called. So it gives a generic way to compare objects for equality, and it is recommended to override equals object method to get our own equality condition on object. So for more on override of equals methods, we have to refer overriding equals methods in Java. So it is generally necessary to override the hash code method whenever this method is overridden, so as to maintain the general contract for the hash code method, which states that equal object must have equal hash codes. So this one is the equals method. Now we are going to moving for the next method, get class method. So get class method, this method returns the object of this object and used to get actual runtime class of the object, and it can also be used to get a metadata for the class. So the return class object is the object that is locked by static synchronize methods of the represented class, and as it is the final, so we don't override it. So it is the drawback for that method. So uh, now after loading a class file in JVM, JVM will create an object of the type java.lang class like this. So in the heap area, we can use this class object to get class level information, and it is widely used in reflection. So we can do it more easily. Now we are going to discuss next method, which is the finalize method. So this method is called just before an object is garbage collected. So it is called by the garbage collector on an collector determines that there are no more references to the object. So we should override finalize method to dispose system resources, perform cleanup activities, and also minimize the memory leaks. So for example, before destroying servlet object web container, always we can always call finalize method to perform clean up activities of the session. So finalize method is called just once on an object, even though that object is eligible for a garbage collection multiple times. So that's one is the final method. Now we are discussing the hash code method. So for every object, JVM generates a unique number, which is a hash code. So it returns the distinct integer for distinct object. So a common misconception about this method is that hash code method returns the address of an object. So which is not correct, and it converts the internal address of object to an integer by using an algorithm, the hash code. So the method is a native because in Java it is impossible to final address of to find the address of an object. So is it is used to native language like C or C++ to find address of the object. So what is the use of this hash code method? So hash code method returns the hash value that is used to search object in a collection. So JVM virtual machine use hash code method while saving object into hashing related data structures like hash set, hash map, or hash table or hash tree, etc. Now we are going to show the uh, sorry so the main advantage of saving object based on the hash code is that the searching become easy because this hash code method. So the override of hash code method needs to be done such that for every object we generate a unique number. For example, for a student class, we can return a roll number. So every student of a student from a hash code method as it is unique. So now we are going to discuss next method, which is a clone. So uh, it returns a new object that is exactly the same as this object. For example, for clone method, refer a clone, uh, we can generate that with this object. So now we are going to discuss next one is the wait method. So this method tells the calling thread, like a current thread, to give up the lock and go to sleep until some other threads enters the some monitor and call a notify method. So and method or notify all method. So it is the final method. So we can't override it. Then the next one is the notify method. So the notify method is defined in an object class, which is the supermost class in Java. So it is used to wake up only one thread that is waiting on the object, and that thread starts execution it is the final method. So we can't override it. So next one is the notify all. So the notify all method is defined in an object class, which is the supermost class in Java, and it is used to up all threads that are waiting on the given object. So that's why this method gives the notification to all waiting threads of an object. So that's all about the object class method we are discussing today. So thank you.